The freedom of your first ever holiday with your mates. Where everyone's up for it.
I'm not missing one.
And anything goes. Cheap booze.
I'm really drunk.
Leave me alone.
Dirty dancing. And that all-important independence. Away from mum and dad.
I hope my mum does never watch this.
Sorry, Dad.
But what the teenagers don't know is that the parents are coming too.
That's disgusting.
Secretly watching.
We have just 5 minutes. He's an absolute bloody disgrace, yes.
Sneakily spying.
This down.
And outrageously hiding.
Tricky.
All to see if their kids can stand on their own 2 feet.
It's one thing that we said we didn't want to see.
I'm starting to wonder if I even know Ashley.
I'm shocked.
Is Dad?
Will the parents like what they see
You've turned from a girl to a woman.
as the teenagers get the shock of their lives?
What?
Oh.
Oh my God. Why are you on my holiday?
Coming up,
He is a lazy little sod.
an irresponsible boy lets rip.
Fucking yeah! Right.
And a sheltered girl lets loose.
I don't know if I know my limits yet or anything.
In the carnage and chaos of Kavos. 19-year-old Katie
I don't think I'm going to be able to handle it.
throws herself into her first holiday away from mum and dad.
I haven't had any water. Sorry, Dad.
And 19-year-old Ollie leaves his mollycoddling parents behind
Got biscuits? Should I leave them there or...?
for a week of excess with his mates.
I've got one more club left in me. Let's go for it, yeah?
Their every move secretly watched by mum and dad, giving Katie and Ollie the shock of their lives.
Oh, God. Everybody dance!
Bubbly 19-year-old Katie, a part-time nursery helper, is getting ready for her first ever holiday away from mum and dad.
Shut up, Mum. Oh my God. My baby's going away.
You're such a loser. I'm scared that I'm not going to know what to do with myself. Like, it's just scary not having your mum and dad on holiday with you.
Well, she's never really been without us, you know? She's not been without us.
No.
It's a bit like a test to sort of see if I will actually... Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I know my limits yet or anything.
Katie lives at home with her anxious parents, Terry and Sue, in Basildon, and she never strays too far from her beloved hometown.
I don't really go out of Essex now. I've been to Brentwood and that was it, really. So that would be nice to just sort of get out and experience somewhere else rather than Basildon every day.
If Katie goes out, she'll tell us where she's going.
Yeah.
And who she's with.
Yeah.
Always texts me that she's all right or she's getting a cab back to whoever's house. But then we always say goodnight to each other by text.
On the week away, I think it's going to drive them mad. They don't know, like, what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, if I'm OK, like, what sort of thing I'm getting up to. It's going to be tidy here for a little while.
Yeah.
As much as it breaks their heart to see her going away on her own, it's you can't stop them.
Overprotective mum and dad assume that they know their little girl inside out.
With Katie, when she goes out, she will drink water all night and still have a good time. And her friends have said, she don't drink.
Vodka Red Bull, or Jaeger bombs, or Sambuca shots. If they saw the amount I was drinking, they'd be like, oh my God. But yeah, don't tell them everything.
Nervous that their little girl is going away on her own, Katie's parents won't let her leave without offering some helpful holiday advice.
Be careful of the roads.
It's the other way.
It's the other way, so if you're drunk...
You don't look right, look right, look left, look right again.
Yeah.
It's out there,
It's
look
like
left,
Spain.
look right, look left again.
It's the same as
What do you
Spain.
What?
I don't want my daughter having holiday romances.
You're only a number to them.
I know, guys. I know.
If she goes off with some person that, as you say, a romance.
Yeah, an holiday romance.
Yeah,
You've got to be careful of those.
That is worrying.
We've all had the holiday romance.
But it's just scary, isn't it?
Yeah, scary.
Joining Katie on her first ever girly holiday are...
We can do the whole, we're lesbian. Say you're a lesbian. Yes. That's believable.
Try anything once, Charlotte.
We're going Greece. It's like the home of Parmesan, ain't it?
Is it?
Well-travelled party girl Lacey.
You get like laxative chocolate. That makes probably shouldn't have that, yeah?
And Lacey's cousin Kelly.
This is number one.
Be careful of butts.
This is number one.
The girls have no idea that Katie's doting parents will be watching their every move. So what do Terry and Sue hope to get out of snooping on their little girl?
I'd like to see her sort of growing up and emerging as a grown
Seeing her
up,
as a woman rather than our little Katie.
And all the things that we've taught her over the years. It'd be nice to see her using our ways. As much as it breaks our heart to see her going away on her own, it's you can't stop them. You can't stop them. You've got to let them do these things.
Yeah. Just take care.
Be careful.
Just take care.
I will.
All right? Yeah. I mean that.
We worry.
Oliver! Ollie!
Also going to Corfu is lazy 19-year-old Ollie. If he can be bothered to get out of bed.
He is lazy.
He is a lazy little sod. Yeah.
I do rely on my mum quite a bit, so, yeah, I might be a mummy's boy.
Ollie lives in Bath with his mum Debbie and dad ex-army man Alan, who are at their wits' end.
I do everything. I get him out of bed in the morning, I put his clothes out for him to put on. 8 T-shirts, is that enough?
Yeah.
What about that one you got on? Do you want me to wash that before you go?
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything for himself. Got biscuits? Shall I leave them there or...?
Thanks.
He's 19 years of age. He's not a child anymore, so every decision he makes, in life, he's got to be accountable for.
Having flunked out of a sports qualification, Ollie has lost all direction. And whilst he has everything done for him, the rut he's in just gets deeper.
I didn't do really well in my A-levels, so I didn't really give myself an opportunity to really go to university or anything. It's hard to motivate myself unless it's something I really want to do. I think if I find out what I really want to do in life, then I'll be able to motivate myself more.
So, in an effort to give Ollie some kind of direction, his parents have given him a job in the family business, a garage in town.
Oliver, I don't pay you to be texting.
They're on my case all the time, telling me what to do. It's bad enough being at home, being told what to do, let alone go to work on a daily basis and being told what to do as well.
If we weren't our son, we would have sacked him by now.
I hate it. It's terrible.
Oh, these are all scrap tyres, aren't they? So can you get them out the front, please?
Ollie wants to use his week away to help him get motivated.
If we want to move there, I can have a good think about what I want to do in the future, really.
What I'm hoping he'll sort of learn through this holiday is the fact that whatever he does, there are consequences to things you do.
I can be a bit stupid sometimes, do stupid things.
But Ollie's parents are worried.
I would hate to see him so drunk that he couldn't stand up or didn't know what he was doing, making himself really, really vulnerable and just making a fool of himself.
Ollie can't wait to escape with his mates.
Going on a lad's holiday, I'm buzzing my tits off, getting drunk every night, looking at all the girls. It's going to be quality.
Joining him on his lad's holiday are... Party boy Cameron, a.k.a. The Animal.
I'll give it a go.
Up for anything Kieran.
I'm probably the worst at handling it.
And sensible best mate Dan. Time for the Bath boys to hit the road.
Yeah, mate. Have a good time.
Cheers. See you later.
Bye.
Love you both.
Bye.
Bye. Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah, tomorrow.
On the other side of the country, the girls are also leaving town. But little do they know, the parents will be joining them on this holiday.
Toodaloo, Basildon.
Hello, Basildon.
A week off. Woo, yeah. Hello. Goodbye.
The beautiful Greek island of Corfu is the jewel of the Ionian Sea. It's also home to party town Kavos. Rammed with bars and nightclubs, thousands of hedonists descend on its infamous strip every week, looking for cheap booze.
We've come to Kavos to get pissed!
And even cheaper thrills. Lazy Ollie and his mates have managed to make it.
Kavos! 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 What the fuck is this?
Ollie is sharing a hotel room with best mate Dan.
It's like one of those showers you see at a fucking hospital.
It's the start of his week away without his mollycoddling mum Debbie looking after him.
Kitchen looks like a shithole, but you'll have to do because we're not going to use it.
Kieran and Cameron are in the other apartment.
That's all right.
Ready to get in the pool?
Yeah, let's get in the pool.
Revelling in their first few hours of freedom, the boys hit the pool.
Ooh, it's so excited to come out for the first time.
2 hours later, Katie arrives. Her new surroundings a far cry from her hometown of Basildon.
Oh, this is amazing. Right, will there be like fish in the sea though? Yes, Katie.
Welcome to the shithole.
Katie is sharing with Lacey.
Oh, fuck, Kate, look at the bathroom.
It looks pretty Greek, to be fair. It's kind of like my nan's old bathroom.
Bugs so big about the balcony, mine.
Yeah, that's fine, because I don't like sleeping near big windows. It freaks me out.
Why?
In case someone gets in, at least they'll kill you first. So I'll hear you screaming and I'll run. There's not going to be cockroaches, is there? Doesn't even feel real. I'm so happy. I don't even want to go home now.
By the time they hit the pool bar, Katie and the girls are having a rude introduction to life away from home as they attract attention from other guests.
You see my chattel? Smiley face. Smiley face on the man them gal.
Oh my God!
Big on scene production, yeah? So anyway.
Oh God, I'm not going to be able to handle it. Someone got their willy out and they had a smiley face tattooed on it. And that was within about 15 minutes of being here. So if that's anything to go by, I don't think I'm going to be able to handle it. I'm going to have to walk out of this.
What Katie and Ollie don't know is that back in the UK, their parents are getting ready to fly out to Corfu.
Just whether he'll, cope and everything out there on his own, isn't it? We'd probably get somebody else to pick up after him.
When I was Ollie's age, I already had a mortgage and commitments and everything, so I never went on a girls' holiday, so I don't know what to expect and what he's up to.
She had a Greek salad.
Oh, that's right, she did, yeah. That's her Greek experience.
Let's hope she don't come home saying she's had a Greek experience.
Back on the island of Corfu, and Kavos is gearing up for a crazy night. The girls are first to hit the strip.
Really, really different to Basildon. It's so much more. It's much better, much better. I'm going to move it.
And with her protective parents out the way,
So we've got 28 shots going in, girls.
Katie's top priority is booze.
Let's get naughty! We're drinking a massive watermelon of alcohol. It's good, it's really good. It's really good. Sorry, Dad.
She does drink a lot, but not as much as she's drinking tonight. I think the cocktails are so fruity, she's not realising how much alcohol's in them.
More tequila.
The boys are still at their hotel preparing for the long night ahead, and Cameron, aka Animal, is leading the way.
Why do we call him Animal, lads?
Why do we call him Animal?
Because he does anything.
Fucking animal, mate.
He's a fucking... Who have we got? Give it a shot.
This has taken us about half an hour to finish these 2 bottles which were fresh.
Boozed up, the boys finally head out.
Oh, fucking knew I was getting 20 euros.
But their antics are already attracting the wrong sort of attention from hotel security.
See if you can write your name in the walk here. You fucking...
What number you are?
First night and we nearly got kicked out of the hotel.
Be good from now on. In the
so
hotel.
from now on,
yeah,
We are good lads, all right? But now, what way's the strip? It's that way, the lads. Come on, let's fucking go to the strip, shall we?
Finally out on the town, the boys are soon partying hard.
Are you rather drunk?
Further down the strip, Kavos's cheap drinks have already taken their toll on Katie.
Kavos is the place to be. This happens every night.
We had that like massive melon at the start of the night, so probably ruined Katie a little bit. All the shots that we did. Katie, we're going to get you in bed, yet.
The girls' night looks like it's over. But after 5 hours non-stop boozing, Katie's not the only one in the mess.
Where's Kieran gone? He's crying at me. Kieran's gone. Where's Kieran gone? Look at the state of him. Skill force. Fuck off. You alright? Kieran, I'll put you in a recovery position.
It's 3 a.m. and Kavos is still partying. But all that's important to Ollie is helping his mate.
So, I'm not happy with the colour of water that's coming out of his stomach. Money in my pocket. So? Alright. Right, sit up a bit. You alright? Little gulp. Take a little gulp. Don't drink too much at once because you'll throw it back up, alright? Open your mouth. Little gulp. Is that right? Do you want some more?
Yeah, we go down.
Sorry? He's quite slow in response, so we have to call an ambulance because he wasn't quite right.
Okay, can I ask you to stand up?
He can't stand up now.
Good, thank you very much. Okay, Kieran, we're gonna take you back to the surgery and give you some treatment to wash out the alcohol.
It's a trip to the medical emergency centre for Kieran.
He's in the medical centre right now. He's just injected him, give him a drip, make sure he's properly rehydrated because he's had quite a lot to drink. And then hopefully within a couple of hours he should be a bit more responsive.
And just when Ollie thought things couldn't get any worse, at the airport, the parents have landed.
Oh my God, we're actually here. Oh God.
My name's Alan.
Hello,
nice to meet you.
Terry.
Terry.
Terry, hi Debbie.
This is Debbie.
Hello Debbie.
All right, mate.
Nice to
You're
meet you.
Sue. Nice to meet you.
So Debbie, what's your boy's name?
We got Ollie. Ollie's 19.
Oh,
Your
right.
daughter's
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
her name?
Katie.
Katie.
Yeah.
I think we're a bit worried about her being a bit vulnerable, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that you would do that would really shock me.
That's what we said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was what we said.
So that's what I'm interested to find out whether there is,
Yeah.
whether they'll actually, I'll go, oh my goodness, what
Yeah.
are you up to? What?
Yeah. I'd like to see her snogging a bloke.
Really? Being sick in the gutter, I think, standing and being sick.
Yeah, not being able to help her, I suppose, yeah.
That's right.
Driving into Kavos, the parents are about to get their first glimpse of the strip.
Oh dear. Oh my God. It's horrible.
The parents are in town and heading straight for Katie, who has just been sick in the gutter. Her dad's worst fear.
Is that on there?
Oh God, that's them.
If they're spotted now, it's game over.
That's them, isn't it? That's them there, isn't it?
Is that Katie in her shorts?
What's he looking at Ollie?
Well, it's 5 o'clock in the morning now.
Yeah.
I would have thought he'd had enough by now. He was in bed.
Yeah.
Wrong. He's still at the medical centre.
Kieran's on a fucking drip and Cameron's fell asleep on the chair.
Which means Ollie and Dan will just have to wait it out. 8:30 a.m. and having been admitted at 4:30 a.m, amazingly, Kieran is back on his feet. Time to relieve Ollie of his night on the tiles.
Wake up.
Fuck off, you fucking bellend.
How long have you been sat here?
Long enough, you prick.
How long?
About 4 hours.
Since when?
Since 4 hours ago, you prick.
Last night.
No, like fucking 3 weeks ago.
Hey!
Across town, the girls are also stirring.
Hey! What happened last night? I don't know if my foot's actually like in your vagina, can you? I was touching my minge.
I remember waking up at some point in the night and just throwing at me.
I just feel like someone's got a frying pan and gone dosh on my head. I need to get some bacon down my neck.
Let's go.
Can we go?
Yeah.
We'll be around the corner. Ta-da.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
But feeling rough, food is off the menu for Katie. At their hotel, it's also been a rough first night for Katie's parents.
When we went down the strip and
Frightened the life
it frightened
out
the
of me.
life out of us.
I'm feeling a little apprehensive now, waiting to see what's going on.
For the first time, the parents are about to find out exactly what their teenagers have been up to. First up, Katie's mum and dad.
You seen me chat out? You seen my chat out?
Unbelievable.
Big up scene production, yeah?
I can't believe that.
That is, isn't it?
I'd class that as exposure.
Yeah.
If that's what they're going to be up for now, then, yeah, it's a bit of a worry when they do things like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
A bit of a worry.
I'd be really disappointed if Oliver did that.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
No.
Oh no.
That's horrible. That's horrible, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit first night.
I don't like that. That makes me feel...
Yeah, in the gutter as well. I said that, didn't I?
Let's go back to the start.
No dad wants to see their daughter being sick in the gutter, really,
No.
especially with a strange man
Yeah.
trying to sort of help her out. You know, it happens, and what can you do?
Now it's time for Debbie and Alan to watch their son, Ollie. They're hoping he remembers that his actions have consequences.
Oh my goodness, Ollie. Oh my God.
He could kill himself with that.
God.
Oh.
5 shots in a row. That is ridiculous. What an idiot. What an idiot. This is what I was talking about. Suffering consequences of what he does.
Yeah.
He's got to have enough intelligence to realise that 5 shots in a row eventually is going to go bang. Oliver. Oh, my...
Write your name in the walk, yeah?
You
What number are you at?
Oh, he's chucking them out, is he?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
and there's the consequences.
You could tell he was drunk because he couldn't spell his name.
No.
Shoot in your left.
Oh, dear.
I'll put you in a... Oh, bless him. Oh, bless him.
In a recovery position.
Oh, bless him.
Oh, dear.
Oh, he is in a bad way. Oh, well done, Ollie. Oh, Ollie.
Good lad. Good lad.
Within a couple of hours, he should be a bit more responsive, a bit more rehydrated, and hopefully he'll be a bit better than what he is now.
Oh, you must be so proud of him.
Proud of him.
Do the crying. I'm not going to do the crying. But that's...
He was all right, wasn't he?
He was good.
Being good.
He was good, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he's doing the mothering, he's doing the caring, and I am really
He's
surprised by
doing
that.
What I
normally do for him. Yeah.
Oh, I've got goosebumps.
I went from thinking, God, you're an idiot, to thinking, I am proud of you, son. That's really, from one extreme to the other.
The girls are recovering from their hangovers by the pool.
First night out of Basildon was definitely a lot more intense than just a night out, like a normal Friday.
At the boys' hotel, they're also thinking about last night's events, notably Kieran's medical emergency.
Last night proved that I have got some good friends and that they do care about me because they were pretty concerned. It means a lot to me that...
It was scary for me to see Kieran like that. I haven't really seen him that bad ever before. My aim in life is not to get as bad as that ever, but have a good time anyway.
The girls are getting ready for another night of partying.
I know what we can play tonight. Who can get the best injury? Oh, come on, that'd be so much fun. Who can hurt themselves the most?
Where's the lip gloss? Gail? Money, Key. Nice and clammy. Got your dignity, Katie. Oh, no, you lost that last night.
I definitely did.
The Bath boys are already out, and Kieran's booze-fuelled illness last night seems like a distant memory. What could possibly go wrong?
All you can drink for an hour for €6, so I'm going to get back in there and drink a bit more. Cheers.
As Ollie necks as much booze as he can, the girls are heading to one of their favourite bars.
It was good there last night. It was good everywhere. It was sorted.
And anxious after seeing their little girl out of control last night, Terry and Sue are going too.
A bit of excitement and nerves.
Yeah, we don't know what
a mixture.
What to expect. We ain't got a clue what to expect now. We're going to watch her. I'm worried about drinking. I'm worried about the boys at the moment. Yeah.
We know who they're with.
Mum and Dad are spying on Katie's every move from a balcony opposite the bar.
Oh God, yeah, I can see her, Till. Can you see her?
Where?
There.
Oh, yeah.
My heart's pounding. She looks a bit subdued tonight. I think perhaps she's a bit worried about the state she got in last night. It worries me if she gets in that state again. Because at the minute, she looks all right. All that protecting you do, and she's out there all on her own like that. How would you feel if your mum was doing this to you? Would you be happy?
No, I wouldn't be very happy, no. She looks safe, yeah. She looks like she's in control at the moment.
Yeah, the main thing, she's safe. Get down, Till. Just get down.
Temporarily reassured, Terry and Sue make a swift exit. Sort of.
Oh, me Not night to go.
A lot of hours ahead of her. A lot of hours.
So keep the fingers crossed.
Let's hope she can pace it out a little bit more. Learn by last night, maybe.
Someone who hasn't learnt his lesson from last night.
I'm right, man! Yeah!
Is Ollie.
Fucking yeah! Right. Ollie's absolutely fucked out his face. Ollie, you right? I feel fucked. Come on, you got to do it.
The lads may be determined to get him home, but Ollie has other ideas.
I'm trying to take him home. Cameron, I respect you for looking after me, alright? But the truth is, right, I've got one more club left in me. Let's go to it, yeah? Let's go along this trip. I'll go with me. I don't care whatever I'm presenting. I know you're my worst mate. I'll share my cock.
Wow, you have a nice cock.
It's bigger than yours.
It's a nice cock.
Thank you very much. I have a nice cock, yeah?
Yeah. Your brother.
Ollie's so drunk, he forgets to do up his pants.
Come on.
Run away. Swear it. Swear I did chat. Hold tight for him, yeah? Hold tight for him.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
He's one of my boys.
Yeah.
Last night, Kieran was relying on Ollie. Tonight, Ollie is relying on him and Cameron to get him back to the hotel.
You are in a worse condition than me. I'm fucking fine, mate.
I know I was, but...
I've literally had 2 pints, also.
Shut up.
So I'm fine.
2 pints of what? Fucking vodka?
2 pints of vodka.
And to put him to bed before they all call it a night.
Cam, get that pillow. Right, Kieran. Ollie, you alright? Yeah, mate.
Obviously, he has had a lot to drink, but I think he's in a stable state to fall asleep and obviously have a banging headache in the morning.
Thank you, mate.
It's 11:30 a.m. and all the girls are up and out.
Compared to yesterday, I feel amazing, so I'm quite happy. Yeah, it was really good. I didn't drink as much, but I think it was better because I wasn't throwing up all night, so I could actually enjoy it. And I remember it today as well, which is much better. It's good, isn't it? Yeah. I know that I know how to look after myself now. Know how to nurse myself back to health after yesterday.
Over at the lads' hotel, it's a different story, and Dan has seen it all before.
This is what he's like. He's meant to be at work like now. He'll still be in bed like this. He's lost a few jobs. Ah, fucking hell. Ollie, have a little butcher's look.
Your side of it.
Your side. Your mum's not here, so you're definitely cleaning that up. What are you fucking doing? Show your dirty eye or what?
Cleaning up after himself is a first for usually lazy Ollie.
Oh, it fucking stinks.
Listen, Socky, you gotta clean this shirt.
And he's got a novel way of getting rid of the evidence.
That'll do. Get some breakfast, bud.
Back at their hotel, the parents are about to watch more footage of what their teens have been up to.
You right?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, good.
I hope that Ollie has learnt something from what happened and that last night they did take things on board and were a lot more sensible. I think it's quite important to me.
It was scary for me to see Kieran like that.
Good boy, good boy.
My aim in life is not to get as bad as that ever.
More shots. More shots. Here we go again.
I can't stand them things.
3. Oh, Oliver. Oh, he's going to be sick.
Oh,
Put it away. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Put it away. Put it away. No. Why is he doing that?
That was a bit weird.
I didn't like that.
Oh dear, oh dear.
That's terrible. Oliver, fancy getting that drunk again after he said, you know, oh, you don't need to get that drunk. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed, really, has it?
When I was 19 and I joined the army, you know, we were all doing the same thing.
I think you see him as a young man. And
I just see this as part of growing up.
Yeah, I think that's what has some of the problem. I can't see him as a grown-up yet. I still see him as a little boy.
Next up, Terry and Sue, who are concerned about sheltered daughter Katie coping on her own.
Oh, God. You sit on my balcony, so I won't be sick again. Oh.
Got a stomach like her dad.
Yeah, she has.
I could definitely have used my mum and dad last night when I weren't well. Yeah, I think I'll definitely take the advice about the water thing because I don't want to be doing that again. They were right. I should have listened. But I didn't.
To see her taking on board what we've taught her chokes me up. I'm actually seeing her starting to leave the nest. I'm finding it emotional. Adulthood is like coming.
And it's not just Sue who is finding it difficult. The spying experience has made Debbie start thinking hard about her parenting.
You can't do it twice, you do it once. You parent once and you've done it. And what you put in for those 19 years is there on that camera and you're seeing what you've done. And then it just starts you, oh, did I do it right? What have I done? I can't change it. But he gets away with a lot and perhaps we're not helping him.
I don't think there should be 3 of us on the bridge at the same time.
Today, Katie has turned organiser by getting the girls up and out for a day of water sports.
I've never done any of it. Someone died paragliding. Don't say that. Scared.
Duck down, sir.
At home, her parents usually arrange everything for her, so they're keen to see how she copes.
Paragliding, jet skiing, and them 4 things for €6.
It'd be nice just to see her doing something for
Taking
herself.
control of it.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Of the day. Without us having to do it all for her.
And Mum and Dad are already getting more than they bargained for.
A lot goes on behind
Yeah,
here.
discarded johnnies, discarded knickers.
Ripped knickers.
Ripped knickers, ripped pants.
Dirty knickers.
Feeling a little bit sick.
Kate, you'd never come behind here. No. No way. I hope
she wouldn't.
I just farted.
Oi, yeah. Go on, Kate. Get up there.
Oh my
brilliant.
God.
That's brilliant. She don't know it, but it's nice to know we're sharing it with her.
Waving her arms and
Yeah,
kicking her
brilliant.
legs.
Look at her, look. She hasn't got to have Daddy like with her making sure this and making sure of that and.
Oh, I'm so
brilliant.
glad.
That's bloody brilliant.
I
that
know.
one.
It's so good to see her do that
Yeah,
on her
it's
own.
great.
She's actually
Brilliant.
booked that up and done it all herself.
Oh my God. Some sort of protection on your bum. It really, really hurts your bum.
It's another
little step up the ladder, isn't it?
The ladder of being an independent girl.
Yeah.
As well as being more independent, the experience is broadening Katie's horizons.
I think I would want to go travelling and see other places because, I don't know, I like it, it's nice. I think the flight here was the longest flight I've been on, so I think I need to sort of take it in steps further and further. I'd like to go to America and stuff. Maybe I've accidentally grown up over the week.
Your t-shirts, mate, they're looking fucking badass.
Turn around. 8 p.m. and the Bath Boys are kitted out for another night on the strip. At the girls' hotel, conversation takes a turn for the worse.
Yeah, right, if you keep your toothbrush too close to the toilet, like 6 feet, when you flush your chain, the poo particles on your toothbrush, and then you brush your teeth with the poo particles on your toothbrush.
The bathroom's not big enough to put it 6 foot away.
I'm telling you, you're going to be brushing your teeth with like your own shit.
6 feet?
No!
The boys are back on the strip, and after last night, Ollie is feeling rough.
I'll just follow you, innit? Wherever you go, I'll follow you, but I can't drink tonight, I feel like shit.
You'll be alright, mate.
Debbie and Alan aren't so sure, so they're going too, anxious to see if Ollie can learn from his mistakes.
A bit nervous now, didn't like it down here. I thought it was dirty and horrible and a bit sort of nasty. God, it's making my belly turn over.
Is it? What is
yeah,
it?
my legs are full of shit. I don't know what we're going to see. I don't know what's going to happen.
They've hidden in a house right next to the bar where the lads are.
In the last 2 nights, he's been drunk, so, you know, I don't want him to be drunk tonight.
You should be used to it, though, then.
It's not good enough, Al. I ain't going to do it for me.
Right, I think let's try and go to the bar as well.
It's strange to think he's down below us and he doesn't know we're up here watching him.
Yeah.
So that's funny. We're that close, but we can't go down there and chat with him or say anything. Oh, here we go again, drinking again, look.
It looks like he's struggling to drink,
Yeah.
so...
Good, give his liver a rest. It needs it.
I've had 2 sips of a drink. It's quite strong. No excuse, but I don't think I can drink much. I might just be the responsible one tonight.
Good. Oh, I just want to say, go on, I'll go to bed, go and have a little lay down, go get some water and go to bed, isn't
He's
he?
looking for his mates now.
Yeah, he's had enough. So let's say he's had a good night tonight.
Yeah,
Leave it at
he's
that.
going to have a quiet night, isn't he?
Yeah.
So.
The lads were up for it, but I feel like shit. But I'm still going to persevere and stay out. I'll just have to be the daddy figure tonight, I think.
Let's get it. Girls on the rack, fellas on the left, right to the death.
Ollie tries to get into the party spirit and pushes on until 4 a.m. before him and the boys call it a night and head home. But the girls are still going strong.
We just like to get drunk and have a good time.
I've drank about 5 cocktails in about the space of about 20 minutes, so... And shots, as long as I don't throw up, I'll be fine.
The Basildon girls party way into the night. Eventually making their merry way back to the hotel after the boys.
Monica, Monica, have a happy Hanukkah.
It's morning, and the party is well and truly over for Lacey.
She woke me up this morning, like, in agony, where she was, like, trying to swallow and stuff. We had to go to the medical centre. It turns out she's got, like, really bad tonsillitis, so we had to look after her. When we realised that it weren't because of drink, it was a bit like, oh, felt quite bad for her, because it weren't, like, brought on herself.
With a woman down, the girls decide to stay at the hotel so they can look after Lacey. After being the responsible one last night, Ollie's ready for some testosterone-fuelled fun at the go-kart track.
Good luck, mate. But,
waving about in that
let's see how it goes, shall we?
And ex-army dad Alan is on special ops, eager to catch a glimpse of his son in action.
It'd be really nice to see him enjoying himself today and quite possibly not sleeping off a hangover.
Fuck me, how'd you get in here?
Go on, get front, go on.
There he goes, there he goes.
Put your foot down.
Careful. Keep your hands down. Ollie hasn't passed his test. It took him 3 times to pass his theory. He's failed his driving test once, and now his driving instructor has given up and sent a very polite message to him by text saying, I think you should find yourself another instructor. Drive like your father. You're shit at driving. Absolutely shit.
Sit to me.
Right, we better get going because we might get caught.
Yeah.
Come on.
In a couple of days, Ollie will be heading home. So he's started to think about his return and how he can make things different.
Before the holiday, I might have been a bit of a mummy's boy. I relied on my mum quite a lot. I'm going to go back home, try my best to do more around the house, help mum and dad out a bit more, help out with the washing, make sure I get all my washing organised, keep tidy, clean up after myself, and be a bit more as independent as possible living at home.
He's actually started to think about his future.
I feel like I don't have a long-term job at the garage. If anything, I'm just maybe a little bit in the way for a bit. So when I get back, I'm just going to try and have a search for jobs.
Katie and the girls have had to take Lacey to the medical centre.
Her tonsils have gotten a lot worse. They've had to put her on a drip because she was being sick, so she wasn't keeping any of the antibiotics down.
As a precaution, she's being kept in overnight.
Apparently her tonsils are covered in black. I've only seen it when it had 1 dot on it, so it seems to have got quite bad quite quickly. We're going to go out, but not for a long time. We're going to make sure she's all right before we do anything.
To be fair, the medical centre's on the strip, so we can always pop in and visit her.
Yeah.
Further up on the strip on the boys' third night, Ollie's not touched a drop of drink, and he's too sober to join in the fun. Still thinking about a direction to head in, he's after some career advice from a bar rep.
We've been on all there and we've seen you PRing and other people PRing. It looks like a job that it's enjoyable, so we just want to know how you got into it.
As long as you can approach people and just say, hey, you all right?
Yeah.
What, fancy a drink?
Yeah.
What we're doing later on?
I think I could be quite good at that.
Not forgetting about Lacey, the girls are getting ready to go out again.
Lacey asked us to take her back a pot noodle. She actually wanted super noodles, but she didn't know how we'd take the super noodles to her.
The doctor said, oh yeah, not tin stuff though. And I was like, you want me to cook a soup? I've never cooked soup before. He's like, yeah. He went, you get a chicken, you get a whole chicken, and you boil the chicken. And I went, I'm not going to cook soup for her.
No homemade soup for Lacey, but a quick noodle snack. Then the girls hit the strip again.
We miss Lacey. We miss her, yeah.
But Lacey's become a distant memory when Katie bumps into the first man she met on holiday.
Daddy keeps getting his willy out. First night, there was Willy. And then nearly last night, there's Willy. I just do this.
I'd just like to warn you that my room smells like sick.
Not that it stops her from going back to her room with him. With Lacey away, maybe Katie wants some company.
Piss on my back.
It's 8:30 a.m. and Lacey's been discharged from the medical centre.
I feel better than I did last night. I've been poked and prodded so many times. I just really want to go home and go back to bed now.
But someone's been sleeping in Lacey's bed.
I was abandoned last night. She left me. So I replaced her with my creepy Uncle Dan.
But did Katie take her parents' advice and avoid a holiday romance?
No, I did not sleep with him. No. No, I wouldn't do that.
In just a few hours, the parents will be surprising the teenagers. But first, they've got one last chance to catch up on what they've been up to.
At the beginning of the week, I thought there'd be no shocks and surprises because of circumstances where I've seen her sick in the gutter.
You can enjoy yourself and have a drink, but she was well out of it.
And there could be a few more surprises in store for Katie's parents.
Oh. That's that tattoo one, isn't it?
Oh, and he's in her bed.
She's got all her clothes on.
What do you reckon, Terry?
I was getting a bit worried there. I did. When I see the lad with her on his on his back, he's sort of got his trophy. You know what I mean? I'm carrying you off now.
Yeah.
Sort of wondering where he's thinking he's going. You know?
Yeah. I didn't look at it like that.
Girl, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't look at it like that. No.
I think my dad realises that I have got boy mates, but I think because he can't see it and I'm so far away, he doesn't. I don't know. Doesn't trust anybody.
You know, when we were kids, that was very separate, wasn't it? You didn't have friends that were the opposite sex, did you? Not really like that, and they stayed over and things like that didn't happen.
Right. No,
but it does seem to be more acceptable now.
I'd like to think that obviously he is just a friend. You know, I'll have to wait and see on that one. I think I'll have to wait and see when I see her.
Tonight.
When I see her.
Yeah, when you see her tonight, have a
I'm
word.
going to ask a few questions.
I think I would want to go travelling and see other places because I don't know. I like it. It's nice. But I'd like to go to America and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I think it's made her realise now that travelling is nice, to see different parts of Basildon.
Spreading her wings.
Yeah, she's spreading her wings. At the beginning of the week, it was like, oh my God, I don't want her to leave. You know, I can't face the fact that she's spreading her wings. But seeing how she has coped, I'm starting to think she is ready for that now.
Yeah. And there's yet more surprises, this time for Debbie and Alan.
I feel like I don't have a long-term job at the garage. If anything, I'm just in maybe a little bit in the way for a bit. So when I get back, I'm just going to try and have a search for jobs. Just talked to the manager, said about how I'm interested in doing PRing, and then she said, you're more than welcome to come out next season if you want.
It was nice to see. He's on a night out. He wasn't drunk, but he's thinking about his future. Seems to be a little bit of a different attitude, don't you think?
He's actually thinking forwards and planning, which is very mature and grown up, so that was interesting.
Before the holiday, I might have been a bit of a mummy's boy. I relied on my mum quite a lot. I'm going to go back home, try my best to do more around the house, help mum and dad out a bit more, help out with the washing, make sure I get all my washing organised, keep tidy, clean up after myself.
That was nice. Yeah. It's nice of him to say that, but like I said, let's wait and see what does happen when he comes back. And even if when I said, can you pick your stuff up, he'd go, yeah, and he does it. Or he just chucks it in a neater pile in the bathroom or something. Do you know
I think he's realised he is lazy little, you know.
Yes. Maybe I've got to step back a little bit and do less for him to be able to do what he says he's going to do and be more independent.
I think he's sort of, if anything, we've seen him actually grow up a little bit throughout the week, which is
from
a good
his
thing.
experiences, what he has done, he's grown up from.
Yeah, and he's, you know, he's reflecting on this week himself, which is good.
I won't forget the smell of mine and Kate's room.
The girls are in their hotel bar, reliving the highlights of their holiday.
It smells like sick and diarrhea and baby nappies and dead.
And it's not just Katie feeling queasy.
Oh my God, I feel sick.
The moment has come for Terry and Sue to reveal themselves to their daughter.
I just don't know how she's going to react to us.
No, it's just nerve-wracking.
I don't know if she'll be, like, really annoyed?
He comes dancing to Jay hair like this. He's got that sort of like the longish hair. He looks a bit like Reese. He's hot. He is hot.
Katie is about to get the shock of her life as her parents approach from behind the bar.
Right, I'm actually going to wet myself in about 3, 2... I just pissed everywhere. Oh, my.
Hello, Katie.
We've seen everything, Kate. How would we feel if someone was sicking up outside our pub like yous were?
I don't think they care, Mum.
We've noticed over the week that you've turned from a girl to a woman.
Mum, don't cry. Go hug him. Oh, really? Mother.
Oh, you're such a loser. I'm such a liar. I'm never trusting you ever again. I feel like it's Christmas all over again. You know when you're little. You like to go that far for Christmas.
We were spying on you from a balcony.
Yeah, we was watching you in a bar.
Yeah.
We was on the balcony.
We had binoculars.
Yeah.
And we crawled out of a I can't believe it. It's so stupid. Oh, God. This is the Willy boy.
Hang on. So which one's been shagging my daughter?
I shared a room, but I didn't touch her.
Who's got the face on their Willy?
Oh, it's me. Do you want to see it?
And they just sort of emerged. And I was like, no. And they looked well angry. I was thinking, oh, please don't tell me off. All my friends are here.
We're so
yeah, we're
relieved.
so relieved, yeah.
So
definitely,
relieved.
yeah. It's a nice weight off our shoulders now, but we're glad we've done it.
Yeah.
After a week of sneaking around, Terry and Sue are keen to talk to Katie alone.
We're really proud of you when we've seen what you've done and achieved over the week.
We are, definitely.
We are really proud of you. And do you feel like you've achieved anything by it?
I realised that I can actually turn on and off sensible. Like, if something does happen, like, you can be having fun.
Yeah.
If something does happen, I can actually just think, right, OK, we need to be sensible now.
That helps us,
Yeah, it
knowing
does.
that you can go
Yeah.
away and do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I've always sort of been there for you, and it's nice to see you not needing me so much, you know? But at the end of the day, you know
Still
I'm
needed,
always
Daddy.
here.
I need the money and stuff.
Well, I know that, but, you know, it's just... you sort of go off on your own and you do your thing, but, you know, I'm always there for you, really, you know?
Don't let me go off completely on my own next. I'm
No,
really
I
not
won't
ready.
let you do that. No way, I swear. No way.
Not completely. It's nice to have him turn up, actually. I was quite missing home, so I'm like, oh, I can have a mum cuddle now. They said some really nice things, and they said they're proud of me, and it does feel really nice. Yeah, they make me feel better about myself now, so it's nice. I feel good.
I went into this not knowing what was going to happen with Katie, but I'm quite sure that she can cope when she leaves again. I wanted to see that the girl was going to, how the little girl, my little girl, was going to start turning into like a lady, you know, like a woman, turn into a woman, yeah. And it's been brilliant. I've enjoyed it, yeah.
It's now Debbie and Alan's turn to reveal themselves to Ollie.
I got all mixed feelings about seeing Oliver in a minute. I'm a bit sort of apprehensive. I'm really shaking.
Hold on, let's have a quick look.
Obviously, some of the lows I wasn't happy in seeing. You know, some of the sort of when he's been drunk and sick. I wasn't over happy with that, and I suppose I have to share that with him, and I need to tell him that. Mr. Moxham. I've seen a lot more of your Willy than I really wanted to see.
Fancy not being able to pull your pants up in the toilet, eh? What's all that about?
Don't know. When did you get here?
We've been here all the time.
Been here all week.
Been here all week.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a tan to
A few things I wasn't very happy with, but there's lots of things that I'm really proud of you for.
What you done looking after Kieran was really good.
Yeah, that was really, really good.
Yeah, I'm a bit shocked. I was having a good holiday. Thought I'd got away from home for a while, but obviously not. But bit embarrassed.
Got cuddle first?
Nah, come on. Love you.
My leg's still shaking because I really didn't know how he was going to react, but it's quite a good reaction.
Now the secret is out, Debbie and Alan are keen to find out if Ollie meant what he said about changing his ways.
It's been quite an opportunity watching you, and it's just been quite interesting seeing you. And
being away has made me realise, like, and I really am like grateful for like the job you've given me. But being away, I've realised that like I probably will be able to do something I enjoy more. So hopefully I can, when I get back, and get my ass in gear and get it sorted.
We're happy to help you do that.
We wouldn't have known that probably without watching you on this holiday,
I think
talking
that was
about the things that you wanted to do and the man you want to become. It's giving you the opportunity really to reevaluate where you are in your life.
I've just been a bit lazy, like around the house, because I know you both like support me a lot, and then you do a lot for me, and I maybe take that for granted quite a lot. You have made it clear to me that it is easy to like look after yourself, and I think now I can go back and it will be a bit easier, and I know it's easy from now on. Really.
If you just did something, I'd appreciate it.
This holiday has made me learn that I can grow up a bit. I can look after myself.
All the lying and the deceiving and everything we've done has been worth it.
Yeah, I think it'll bring me and my family closer together, because we've let a lot out tonight, had a good chat.
Not every parent gets to see their
no, it's been a unique opportunity.
With their children away.
Probably one of the best weeks ever in my life so far. But next time, hopefully, my mum and dad won't walk out on me. Should we go and get pissed? Let's go.
Come on then.
Next time, two very different teenagers.
Woo! On the heights, man!
Oh, we have a toaster.
Escape their overprotective mums.
Nudity in our culture is not acceptable in public.
And let rip in Ayia Napa. He works with what he's got. Ginger ninja.
That's disgusting.
I'm shocked.
So I think the thing that most of you were talking about was the guy at the start showing the tattoo of the smiley face on his... I'm not going to be able to look at emoticon on my phone in the same way again. Esther tweets, I'm sure you'll look back in the future and think, what an idiot. Joe reckons that's how everyone says hello in Kavos. They just pulled their pants down. Not sure if I've read that in any guidebook. And Ellie sums up the question we all had, why is there sick red? Go online to the BBC 3 website and have your say on our Facebook page or Twitter. And brand new Pram Face next.